depth. So I was just clicking through some of these other smart centers. If I go back a little bit more to Bob's, you see that the ratings this week, he's got 11 out of 53. So let's spend a little bit of time. So obviously all your KPIs, rebooking, average ticket, estimated sales, I can imagine the amount of work people go through that are savvy enough to want to do these things without Meevo too. Going through their appointment book column by column and adding up service dollars, where this is just boom in your face. Same thing with ratings. Like, I don't want to wait and find out that somebody was unhappy till their next visit, or that when they don't come back. So here we go. Bob's had 53 ratings go out this week, and 11 people have already filled it out. And again, as the week goes on, those will continue to go up. Interestingly enough, on a text message, because we can send them out as text messages and or emails, and you can actually choose how frequently a client will be asked. But excuse me, to get that feedback in the moment is so important. So in this example, if I click the play button, we'll see those 5 reviews, and they were all 5-star. But if I hit, 11 reviews, and if I hit see all reviews, I'm actually seeing all these great comments in the moment. How it went today, perfect. Wendy's kind, personable, fabulous. And Wendy can see these things. And what's cool is I can actually hide the client from Wendy, especially if it's a 2-star review and there was a bad experience. Wendy might see that she only got a 2-star review, but she won't see who it's from, but management can. So all these different things we've really thought through. And when you get positive reviews, one of the things that we do is in Meevo, we allow you to set up under management, actually under business settings, 5-star rating settings. You have a lot of options in here. You can, we actually create a URL that you can hang off your website. So Bob actually hanging off his websites have over 5,000 reviews, averaging a 4.99 review. And they click on reviews, and it's literally pulling those reviews from Meevo right on his website. But there's a lot of different things here about the frequency and how often you're going to see it. And then what we do is we ask for your Google review, your Facebook recommendation URL, and your Yelp reviews. And what will happen is if you get a great review, a 4 or 5-star, it will ask and prompt the client to get that Google or Facebook review to improve the amount of reviews you have on social. So it's really pulling all that stuff together. And later on in another session, we're going to actually go over online presence management and the importance of all this digital footprint, including these reviews. So very exciting. So before we move on to the next topic, why don't you guys, I'll give you guys each a second just to, really summarize the importance of these smart centers and how it has worked for not only the front desk, but the service providers and yourself to be able to really understand your business without having to run 20 reports and get out a calculator.
Yeah, I'll start off. I mean, for me, being that I work at MSI full time, being able to just on my phone at any time, anywhere, I was just in Arizona, access my smart centers and see those key. I would go into, there's an owner portal or owner's smart center I put up. I could see all the key metrics I need to see without having to pull up a report and run the reports. All that information is there. What I love about the smart centers also, as well as for my stylists, they get so excited going back to the 5-star reviews when they get those 5-star reviews. They may be on break, they go on their phone, they see they just got a 5-star review. You hear them in the back chattering about, wow, it's amazing, Susan gave me a 5-star review. And again, the fact that they have access to their data, we empower them now with information that we could never do before. They now have the tools in their hand to help grow their kind of micro business, help us grow our business easily and effectively and fun.
I mean, to add on to that, I mean, the 5-star review, just huddles are the best place for us. Every morning you could start out with, hey, look at the 5-star reviews. Back in the day, I mean, to get reviews, that whether they're on Google or whatever, the owner or management had to go make sure that what happened, what's going on. So it'd be a lot lagging. Like, oh, hey, by the way, you got a review. Good job. This way here, you're seeing it in real time because these reviews are in real time. And so as they come across, as the customer fills it out, it's coming in real time to you. So the information that you're able to share with your team is excellent.
Yeah.
So, one of the things I forgot to show them really quickly, sorry to interrupt you, is when you go to management, and again, you can create a smart center link for this, but you actually could go in and where is my 5-star ratings control panel? Maybe what I want to know is, hey, I want to find out for any given person, I'll just clear out Kathy and say, I want a summary mode of within the last, let's say, year, right? This year. I actually want to go in there and find out, sorry, detail mode. Anybody that gave us a really low rating, right? So how many 2-star reviews did we actually get? And there probably would be, oh, look at this guy, none. But
You don't mess around.
but you're able to.
It's either 5 or a 1. Come
That's
on
it.
now.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Let's find
Either
out.
he knocks it out.
I'll be honest, there's a couple of 3 stars or 4 stars.
No, not in the last year.
I think there's a 3-star in there.
It says this year. Maybe it's from last year.
Yeah,
But oh no,
I think-
display all ratings. I'm doing. Wait.
I think he messed with the data before this
No.
webinar.
Anyway, but this is where you would go and really drill down and even find out the bad news and be able to
Right.
kind of coach people on that. So before we wrap up on this section, Stephen, just really, how you use the smart centers and the data here in the smart tiles to really run your business on a daily and weekly and annual basis.
At the end of the day, the data itself is just a number. And it's a number that is a reflection of a behavior that either happened or didn't happen. And so it allows us to monitor through the numbers of what behavior needs to change. So that's it. So if I'm looking at again, we'll use rebook because it's right here. If I look at the rebook number and it's not at the benchmark that we're looking for, it's a great tool for you to have the conversation. Again, what makes us successful, and Bob, you can say this, that what you need to say about this, but what makes a successful appointment is that a person leaves with the next appointment in home care. So if that's all they concentrated on, because that they're not going to book their next appointment unless the service itself was stellar. If the service wasn't stellar, then they wouldn't be rebooking. So if they're rebooking, I don't have to have the conversation that the service wasn't, stellar that day. You know what I mean? So they're rebooking and they're buying product. If they had a bad service, they wouldn't be doing either of those things.
Right.
Yeah.
So by allowing us to take a look at this, what behavior needs to be improved or talked about.
Yeah.
So that's what I look at. Sales will come when we do the actual work at hand.
Yeah. I love it. It's just, to me, it's data at your fingertips in a beautiful way.
It's simple.
Way.
It's simple.
That's right. The stylist doesn't have to go dig through reports they don't want to dig through. You're saying right here, hey, here's your world. Here's 12 little things I want you to keep an eye on, or really a lot of times it's maybe 6 or 7 and a few functional things that they can do. So I love it. Go ahead.
I think you said it earlier. It's not an app. This isn't an app that has some things in it. This is the full 100% program that you're able to have on your phone, your tablet, your computer, anywhere. Anywhere where you can log in, you have access. So even if you never brought a computer with you and you needed to go check your business, you get on, you get your URL, you look and see where you're at. You don't, the days of having the server and the days of having, the computer and this and that. Hey, what I do need is a solid internet connection. That's what I do need to have. And access to my portal, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I think the sky's the limit with the smart centers. One more thing, John, there's probably over 130 combinations of smart tiles that you have to choose from. It's not a dozen or 2 dozen.
No.
I tried counting once, like 130 combinations. Each smart tile breaks into multiple smart tiles.
Right.
It's amazing once you start playing around.
And not to mention, you can brand it. So whatever color you can imagine, you can easily put the colors in there to make it look like your own. Also, the opportunity to put a photo in here. So again, we're going to get into goal setting later, but whatever, let's say that you had a piece of paper or you had something written out and you took a picture of that and you put it in here, whatever note, maybe you wanted to do a handwritten note to everybody. Like a sticky note. You want to do a little sticky note? Hey, love you guys. Thank you. Take a picture. That would be sitting right in the middle, handwritten note right from Steve that, great job this week.
We're going to get into goals. I actually saw on our community site, which, I'm very active on, they actually create an image every month of what the goals are. So that's what's sitting in the middle. these
That's
static
right.
goals. Yeah.
That's
I've
right.
seen-
They're
And
static.
even an image can be a URL. So in Bob's case, if I click this, it actually brings up all the icons in the appointment book. So in case the front desk or service provider forgets what an icon is, it actually just brings up the online help that shows every icon and definition. So
You
we're
can
gonna
go
wrap
right
up
to a
the
Google
Smart
sheet.
Center.
You go to a Google sheet too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whatever
You can
want.
launch educational forums, webinars, right
Yep.
from these smart tiles. I've seen
Right.
people
So
do go
so
well.
let's for instance, let's say that there was an online class that you wanted a massage therapist or esthetician or stylist to take. Boom, you could put it right in a photo or a description of what that is. It's a clickable, click right in it. Now you don't have to send an email or nothing. They know that that's right at their
Yeah.
fingertips.
Yeah,
Yeah,
each
and
service provider can have their own unique smart center. So you can actually speak to each service provider privately if you wanted to.
You could.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely.
So what we really talked about is what we call smart centers and the ability for you to create as many as you want is the exact tiles you want. These tiles can be different sizes. They can have images. And that's so important because who wants a white backdrop or a logo? Let's give you data that matters. And that's what Meevo 2 is about. And we talk about our 5-star reviews. Let's give you instant gratification and knowledge on how well you're servicing your clients. And again, you can tweak how often that client gets that 5-star review. So one of the things that we're going to cover a lot of great things over these videos. One of the next ones is going to be on goals and sales ranking and stuff. So excited to dive into that. So that's our smart centers and our 5-star reviews in Meevo 2. Let's go on next to goals and the sales rankings.